Hello, and good morning, students, and welcome to this tutorial about how you can improve your pronunciation skills. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk to you about drop syllables, a very interesting topic, especially for those who are going to take an exam, like the IELTS exam. Well, first of all, I'd like to start by explaining what is the term drop syllables. Drop syllables are syllables which are not pronounced, okay, or they are called also silent syllables or silent letters. And we have an example here. The word is chocolate, okay? Chocolate, or as you can find it in the dictionary, chocolate, would appear to have three syllables, but in fact, the middle syllable is dropped. So you only pronounce the first and the last syllable, and you say chocolate, okay? Chocolate. You have examples here. Do you like chocolates? Yes, I love chocolates. I eat chocolates every day. As you can see in English, in the English language, it's very common to find these words in which you don't pronounce certain syllables. Here in the box, we can find other examples that are very common, and you need to know them so you can sound more native-like and more fluent. For example, the first is every, you pronounce every. Favorite, favorite. Different, different. You can see there is a syllable less, or one syllable less in each case. Every, favorite, different, different. Okay, we have some examples here. I would like first to listen to me, listen to my pronunciation, and then I want you to repeat. Okay, let's start. I do exercise every day. My favorite color is blue. He speaks different languages. Okay, now I want you to listen and repeat. I do exercise every day. 2, my favorite color is blue. 3, he speaks different languages. Excellent. Well, in the next slide, I will show you other words that you need to be familiar with because they have a drop syllable in them. Okay, what is the question is, which letters do you think are not pronounced in these words? Underline them. Okay, you have, for instance, the word comfortable. Comfortable. Which letter do you think is not pronounced? Excellent. Letter O. You said comfortable. Comfortable. Next, different. Different. Which letter is not pronounced? Excellent again. Letter E. Different. Family. Family. Excellent. Letter I. It's not pronounced. Favorite. Favorite. Perfect. Letter O and U is not pronounced here. Let's go with the next. Interesting. Interesting. Which letter is not pronounced? Very good. Letter E. That interesting. Next. Miserable. Miserable. Good again. Letter E. Miserable. And finally, separate. Separate. Letter A is not pronounced. As you can see in these words, these are they have drop syllables in them. And if you want to sound more like a native speaker, I recommend to practice saying them very often so you can have the habit to pronounce them in that way. Okay, let's practice again. Comfortable, different, family, favorite, interesting, miserable, separate. All right, now we have an example. We have a conversation here. that you can have as a model. I'm going to read a conversation, and I want you to notice the words that have a drop syllable. Let's start. Hey Mary, who in your family loves pizza? Well, every person loves it. Why? Well, because my family is different. Their favorite food is ceviche. Oh, really? That's interesting. As you can see, the words that I am highlighting here, family, every, family again, different, favorite, and interesting have a drop syllable. And you have to pronounce them in that way. Now, let's go to the next slide in which I will show you some more examples about this. It says, sometimes vowel sounds disappear given as a consequence a reduction in the number of syllables. You have the examples as follow. Basic is 2 syllables, but basically 3 syllables, not 4. You said basically. Repeat, basically. You have dramatic, 3 syllables, dramatic, and dramatically, 4 syllables, dramatically. The A is not pronounced, as in the first example. Next, you have practice, practice, 2 syllables, practice, and practically, practically, you have 3 syllables. Letter A is not pronounced. Okay? As you can notice, drop syllables are very common and very used in English. Now, here we have an exercise that will help you to practice what we have been talking about. For example, when I say I study basically in the mornings, I study basically in the mornings, now you have to complete. Number 2, he acts very dramatically. He acts very dramatically. Number 3, practically, I'm alone. Practically, I'm alone. Now is your turn. I want you to continue with a sentence using the words that we have been practicing, but now you have to choose your own ideas. For example, number 1, I can say, I eat basically in the mornings. Or for example, I speak basically on the phone. Okay, I want you to use one of your ideas to complete the sentence. Number 2, say, he cries very dramatically. He cries very dramatically. Or he speaks very dramatically. And number 3, practically, I'm very dead. Or I don't know, practically, I'm alone. Practically, I'm rich. Practically, I'm the best. Okay? Try to use using your own example. Okay? I put that here, but you can replace that with another word. Okay, other drop syllables in English are vegetable. Vegetables, as you can see, have 3 syllables. Vegetable. Vegetable. Different has 2 syllables. Different. Different. And when you speak fast, you say different. General, or you can also say general because you can say it, but native speakers reduce with only 2 syllables. They say general. Or generally, 3 syllables. Generally or generally. Okay, but I want you to try to use the shorter form. Okay, the shorter form. Interest, very good. Interest, only 2 syllables. Interest. Average, average, 2 syllables as well. Average. Also, we have more words here like chocolate. We started with this word chocolate. Preference, preference. Temperature, temperature. Family, family. Laboratory, laboratory. Aspirin, aspirin. Opera, opera. Several, several. And finally, desperate, desperate. There is one more, sorry. The last is every, every. Okay? So I want you to please practice Try to say the words and try to use the correct pronunciation. Okay? Individually, try to repeat. Vegetable, different, general, generally, interest, average, chocolate, preference, temperature, family, laboratory, aspirin, opera, several, desperate, every. Excellent. Good exercise for you. Now, finally, the last thing that I want you to do now is to do some practice. Now, I want you to use your own ideas using these words with drop syllable. For example, vegetables every day. Okay, vegetables. For example, I eat vegetables every day. Or maybe I eat vegetables every day in my soup. Okay, feel free to use your own ideas as you prefer. Okay, the same laboratory, aspirins, several vegetables, and so on. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you have enjoyed this short video about drop zero.